It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall, and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine.
What's poppin', Raynera's Afterbirth? It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade House of the Dragon Season 1, Episode 6 review. For any new subscribers, I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken literally or seriously. If that works for you, then let's get into tonight's review. Alright, so we start off tonight's episode with Raynera giving birth. It is 10 years later. 10 years has passed since the last episode. She and Larys are married. They have 2 boys already, and she is pregnant and about to give birth to their 3rd son. But the gag is, of course, that these kids ain't Larys's. There are Sir Harwin's kids. Now, if you remember from last week's episode, remember I told you guys that she was gonna end up fucking with him, and he was gonna end up becoming her new side piece. And the character that played him on last week's episode has been replaced with somebody that's much older, but both of them was fine as fuck to me, and both of them could fucking get it. So Raynera, of course, is giving birth. She pushing. The baby come out. The baby is healthy. It's crying and all that shit. She ain't even pushed out the afterbirth, and her Allison ignorant ass is telling one of her little maids to go and get Raynera to come and show her the baby. Bitch, I ain't even on maternity leave yet, and you already on your fuck shit. So Raynera could have easily had one of the maids take her the baby, but she was like, nope, I don't trust that hoe around my baby. Baby come back dead. Nope. Get me the fuck up, put me on some clothes. I know I stank. I know I got blood everywhere, but bitch, I'm the fuck up out of here, because this bitch is not about to play with me today. So they dress her and shit. She had end up having to push out the afterbirth. She take the baby, and Larys is like, girl, where you going? Sis, what is happening there? And she like, this bitch want to see the baby. He was like, I thought we was done with this shit. Like, really ho? She was like, yeah, really. And he talking about some, how did it feel? Did it hurt? And she looking at him like, nigga, really? I don't have time for you and her nonsense today. Of course it hurts, shithead. Everybody in court looking at her because she is literally walking, leaving a trail of blood behind her. Everybody knows she just gave birth. Everybody looking at her like she a weirdo or some shit. And I'm like, bitch, don't be looking at her like she the weirdo. Be looking at your fucking queen like a weirdo because she being fucking petty. So they get up there to the queen and the king's bedroom, and guess who at the door? Sir Christian, old punk pussy ass. This nigga still salty 10 years later. How you still mad? The pussy was that good? She really had that wop. You still pressed 10 years later? How many times did y'all smash? Like, what is going on? He is still butthurt. And it's like, nigga, get over it. You ain't took nobody else down since then. You so pressed about me. So they go in the room, and of course her daddy is still living. This nigga literally got 3 strands of hair. I'm like, ain't nobody told him, hey, let's just cut it off. What if we do like a side swoop or a cute little ponytail or a buzz cut? Like, ain't nobody took this nigga down to the local great clips. Like, what is going on here? Like, I know Allison be looking at this nigga like, just die, why don't you die? But Viserys, of course, is happy he got another grandson, and he was like, oh, how I think you have your father's nose. And Raynera looking like, daddy, now I know we all pretending, but like, nigga, stop it with the foolishness. She look over at Larys like, this nigga is impotent. He can't even have motherfucking kids. This baby don't look nothing like this nigga. But okay, we gonna all play along. So Allison creep her way over there to the baby and peep the baby hair is brown. The baby's hair is not platinum like the rest of the Targaryen family. So she know damn well that ain't no goddamn Larys baby. And she even walked over him and was like, you know, sooner or later you'll get one that looks like you. And I'm like, girl, mind your business. Your nosy ass. That's why you been in this predicament this whole time, because of your motherfucking curiosity. So they asked them what the baby name is gonna be. And Larry's like, Joffrey. And Raynera looking like, damn nigga, we ain't even discussed this. And so she go off on him after they leave and headed back to their quarters. And she was like, I think that you should have consulted with me about what I'm gonna name my baby. And he was like, yo baby, this is our baby. Like, girl, I know I ain't the one that planted the seed, bitch, but these still my motherfucking kids, and I should have some say so in something. And she looking like, I guess, whatever. Even though I don't like the name Joffrey neither. Like, we could name him Jason. Shit, Jonathan. God damn it. Shit, Jehovah Witness. Joffrey. I don't like that. So she gets back to the room, and her boo thing, Sir Harwin, is there. And baby, his fine ass can get it sideways on my back, honey, doggy style, missionary, goddamn, horseback riding, scissoring, cowgirl on a handstand. He's so motherfucking fine. I would have been throwing that monkey at him too. Like, yes, God, if there was anybody in King's Landing, I would have been fucking on the side. It would have been his sexy ass. I would have wanted him to be my baby daddy too, because he could motherfucking get it. He was a daddy, honey. I was like, hey, how you doing, Sir Harwin? So he in the room waiting to see his baby, because all these his motherfucking kids. And, you know, Larry's understanding. They all got a motherfucking understanding. He ain't even feel no type of way when dude was like, I mean, can I hold him? He was like, yeah, go ahead and hold him. Larry's so understanding that he even leave the room and let them have their family time. It's like he a surrogate or some shit like that, child. Some surrogacy shit going on. So, you know, they have a little family time, and Sir Harwin is bonding with his new baby boo. You know what I'm saying? Raynera tell him what they named him, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna just call this little nigga JJ. I'm not calling him no motherfucking Joffrey, but okay. So, the boys are then sent to the pit with the dragons, because, you know, they gotta go to pit class. It's pit class day. So you got Raynera, 2 boys, Jacaerys, and what's the other little motherfucker name? I don't remember, but I think it's Jacaerys and Lucerys or something like that. And then you got Alicent and Viserys' 2 boys, Aegon and Aemon. So they at pit class or whatever with the professor, you know what I'm saying? And Jacaerys' dragon won't listen to him. Like, he is being disobedient. He'll listen to everybody else, but he won't listen to him because he's still young. He ain't have enough bass in his voice or whatever. So the professor, like, you know, once you get this shit down packed and your voice go through the change, your dragon won't listen to nobody else. So they bring out a lamb for them to practice on, for, you know, for him to say Dracarys and to light something on fire. But the first couple of times he said, his dragon do not motherfucking listen. That dragon was being hard-headed as fuck. But after a minute, it finally listened and smoked the shit out of that goddamn lamb. And then that's when I put 1 and 1 and 2 and 2 together, that, oh my God, that's where jerk chicken came from. That's where jerk lamb and curry goat and all that shit come from. Was that a goat or a lamb? Whatever. That's where that shit came from. That's where the Jamaican people got the motherfucking jerk shit from, and charbroil meat. It was from the motherfucking Targaryens, bitch. I was like, come on through. Come on through. That's where I wonder where they got the seasonings from. They got the seasonings probably from Dormont. That's what I'm thinking. So after, you know, they done barbecued their motherfucking goat or whatever, and now the dragon is chopping down having his lunch. Meanwhile, Prince Aemon apparently ain't got no dragon. Don't nobody want to fuck with him. And I feel like don't nobody want to fuck with him because he funny looking. He funny looking, and he just look like a little wimp. So the boys tease him with a pig with some like wings and shit on it. And so of course he mad. They teasing him, they fucking with him, they pulling a prank on him. So everybody end up leaving pit class to go have lunch too as well. Because, you know, on the menu, they had some, you know, roasted duck. They had some fingerling potatoes, a little wine on the side, some little broccoli or whatever. And then for dessert, they had some, you know, cured egg yolk with a little sprinkle of sugar. So, you know, he's still in his fifi, so he don't go to lunch with the rest of them. So his little curious ass decide to go down into the pit because it's just something calling him to go down there and see what the fuck is going on. So he go and take his ass down there, and Big Daddy Dragon is down there and damn near light his little dumb ass on fire. And he ended up getting caught with his little stupid ass. So we then see Allison having like one-on-one time with her daughter Helena, who I think Helena might be a little artistic or something, but they just didn't know what to call it then, because she seemed like she hella smart, but she hella focused on whatever she focused on at the moment. And Allison just looking like, oh, my sweet baby, at least you cute. At least you cute, girl. That's all I can ask for. If she ain't autistic, somebody let me know what's going on with her down below in the comment section. So then the guards bring in Amon, little badass, and tell her that he was down in the dragon pit again. And she get to going off on him, and he was like, they was making fun of me, Mom. They were making fun of me. They gave me a pig. I can't ride a dragon. No one will love me. I'm the bastard child. Nobody loves me, Mom. And she was like, just give it time, boo. You gonna get you a dragon one day. You like, just stop being so pressed. So, Allison bitch ass then decided to go snitch on the boys to Viserys, but of course she didn't include Aegon into this shit. She like, your little badass grandkids keep on making fun of our son, and you need to get their asses together. And he like, man, that's what kids do. Like, get off your high horse. You doing too much. I'm over here fucking with my Legos. Leave me alone now, girl. So she then bring up issues with Raynera's boys' ethnicity, because she like, excuse me, sir, their daddy is black with platinum blonde hair, and these boys are Caucasian with brown hair. They're brunettes. Something ain't mathing. And I think we all need to stop faking in front of like we don't see what the fuck is going on here, because you acting like you Ray Charles and shit. And he like, girl, it's just physicality. It's just nature. That's just how things played out. Like, leave my daughter alone. Like, you're doing too much. And she looking like, I know you lying. Like, you really about to continue to protect this little bitch, knowing that she out here fucking your hand's son. Like, what? Okay, all right, I got you. And he even goes as far as tell her, don't bring this shit up again to me no more. Because I would hate to have to backhand you. Because Allison ass then got booked. Now she don't give two fucks. As soon as she put on that green dress 10 years ago, I told y'all, she said, fuck them. I don't fuck with y'all no more. Like, it is team me over here. Okay. So we then see her take her ass to Kristen and complaining to him about Raynera and this damn baby and her kids and shit, and how Viserys keep on caping for her, even though he know the truth. And Kristen was like, she a spoiled cunt. And she even looked at him like, okay, now, motherfucker, I could talk about her, but you can't. And he was like, forgive me, madam, forgive me. I get beside myself. No, nigga, you just a punk pussy ass nigga. Like, you are so pressed about this girl and her vagina and what she doing. It was 10 years ago, my nigga. Get the fuck over it. Like, now I wish you would have stabbed yourself, because you getting on my motherfucking nerves. Ugh, it is so unbecoming of you. You was too fine for that. So we then see Aegon badass standing in the windowsill, butt ass naked, jacking off, so his little semen can seep down into the goddamn King's Landing and land on somebody's motherfucking head. And I'm like, is this the same window Joffrey killed himself out of years later? Or no, that wasn't Joffrey. That was his brother. I forgot his name though. I'm like, this window that's seen a lot of shit throughout the years, child. Meanwhile, Allison bring her ass in there and catch him. She don't even say shit about the fact that her grown ass son out here jacking off in the middle of the fucking window and shit. All she care about is the fact that he keep on acting all lackadaisical and shit, and keep on being friends with his cousins or whatever. And she like, you need to realize that sooner rather than later, Lucerys and Jacerys or whatever the little boy's name, they about to be your ruler pretty much. And you are the rightful heir to this throne, and you need to start peeping game about that. Fuck them little kids. They ain't none of your fucking friends. Fuck that shit. And she's basically doing to him what Sir Otto Hightower, her daddy, did to her. Like, she putting this hate and greed and thirst and for power of this throne into now Aegon. And that's when things change for him now, where he now looking at his cousins like they the fucking enemy, and it's because of his fucking mama. And I was like, ooh, bitch, you need to go on a yonla. Ooh, you just nasty on the inside. And so we then see Damon Boothang Damon riding on his dragon and his wife Lana on hers. Her dragon, y'all, did you peep her dragon had locks? I was like, come on, dragon. She doing the damn thing. She riding. She pregnant and shit, not giving a damn. She running red lights, stop signs, yield signs, U-turns. She do not give a fuck. She even had her dragon pop off with a little fire and shit, burning up clouds. I was like, that is my bitch. She the baddest bitch. Who's bad? Lana, So her and him and the kids pull up in a little town called Pentos or whatever. They done pulled up in the Rolls Royce of dragons, you know what I'm saying? They have dinner with Prince Reggio and his family, and Prince Reggio offered them, you know, so a couple of condos, a couple of townhouses, all the spoils, all the food, all the bad bitches, all the bad clothes, designers, and all of that stuff in the land if they'll stay and aid them in fighting against their enemies. And later, like, I don't know about that. We just came to visit real quick. We ain't trying to stay. But Damon like, we'll entertain the offer. And she looking at him like, nigga, I ain't staying here. You lied. This was just a little quick little detour. I want to go the fuck home. So after dinner, she catches him with their one daughter teaching her, you know, Targaryen. So she speaks to him one-on-one and she like, you know, they using us. At the end of the day, they treating us like, you know, we just some puppeteers to use our dragons to fight their battles and shit. And she was like, I don't want to stay here. I want to go the fuck home. And when I die, I want to die a dragon rider's death because I'm that bitch, okay? I'm that girl. Like, she listened to Renaissance before we even got, you know, the copy. So he ain't hearing it though because he refuses to go back home because he don't want to face Raynera, because you know she married, she got these kids now, and he love that hoe. He love her, and he ain't king. Why the fuck I want to go back there? Fuck them people. So we then see Viserys outside in his wheelchair with the hand watching the boys train, his sons and his grandsons. And like I said, Aegon on that bullshit. He doing team too much. He acting like one of the Lannisters or some shit. I wasn't feeling him at all. And Sir Christian is their PE teacher because they in PE class. And he needs to be fired. He needs to go up in front of the school board for I don't even know. It ain't even insubordination. Like it was just being nasty towards the kids, being physically abusive. Like he was crazy. So he up here being all hard and shit on the kids. And then when he sees Sir Harwin, he really getting his fifis because he know that them the boy's daddy. And he still feels some type of way because he wasn't chosen. He wasn't the chosen one. She asked you to be her side dick. You didn't want to be her side dick. Now you want to be all in your feelings. They could have been your kids, but you wanted to have the whole shebang or nothing. So be mad at yourself. Ugh. So he started putting on the show when Sir Harwin come outside looking at his boys, you know, in PE class. You want to make sure they get an A. So, Kristen was like, I want y'all to square up. Oldest son versus oldest son. Aegon, Viserys, mount up. Put your swords up. Let's go. So they get to fighting or whatever. And at first, Aegon is getting the best of Viserys. Then Viserys start getting the best of Aegon. Then they break to go to each of their sides so they can get counsel. So Kristen is giving Aegon some tips, and then Harwin is giving his son some tips, and he was like, look, youngin, don't never put your sword down. These niggas will be out here catching you lacking. Like, don't do that. So they go back and start fighting again, and Aegon end up winning. But I had to give Viserys his props because he was holding true, even though he was smaller and younger than his big cousin or whatever. But Aegon was just being a little punk pussy ass bitch as usual, doing too much. Sir Christian was like, you sure are invested in somebody that's just like a random person to you, somebody that you just like guarding. Like, only people that would be this interested is if you were a cousin or a brother or a father. Like, he just really going there. He acting like we on Young and the Restless or some shit. So at this point, Sir Harwin had it. He had it with this nigga, and he take off on that nigga and punch the dog shit out of him. He beat the sleeves off Sir Kristen because Kristen was talking all that shit, talking about you ain't never been in battle before. Like, that's his claim to fame. Ooh, you was in battle, but you got your ass beat. You got your ass beat in your PE class with the principal watching. The principal and vice principal watching the whole thing go down, and you got your ass kicked because you wanted to do too much. That's what you fucking get with your silly ass. I can't stand him. Ugh. But I gotta say, seeing Sir Harwin in action had me moist, honey. I was seeing why Raynera was over there busting it wide open for his ass. Yes, ma'am. That shit was sexy as fuck. Yep. I want a piece. I want to sit on that dick right now. So Raynera in her room chilling with her baby. You know, she's still sore and shit. And one of the maids tell her, girl, you got to get upstairs because it's going down. So she hurry up and get up and go upstairs or whatever to the rooftop. And she overhears Sir Harwin getting yelled at by the hand, his father, about how, like, you letting your slip show, like you doing too much. Like, everybody in court now gonna be talking, they gonna think that you these kids daddy. Like, what the fuck? He was like, they all my kids, pretty much. But he was like, nah, he was like, you know, let them talk or whatever, they're not my children, you know, even though they both know what type of time it's on. So then we see Raynera back in her room, and here come her little drunk ass husband Laynor come in drunk as a skunk with his little boot thing. She asks to talk to him one-on-one, and he tell her he happy because he about to go back to war. He about to go back to sea. He need this moment to be by himself, to get revitalized, because he's a warrior, he's a fighter. That's what he was here to do. And she was like, sir, while you over here getting drunk and stuff, talking about going back out to sea, the ops is on us. Everybody talking about how these ain't your motherfucking kids, nigga. I need you here. You can't go nowhere. And he was like, look, I don't appreciate that. Like, I done did my time. I've been here faithful to you for 10 years. She was like, faithful? Nigga, you been running your dick through all these niggas in court, getting drunk, buying new dragons and shit. You out here buying the latest Jordans, out here buying the latest Balenciaga. You have lived, nigga. You have lived. So since you don't want to listen, I'm gonna command that you motherfucking stay. See, you made me do this. You made me do this. You made me do this to you. I didn't even want to go there. I didn't even want to pull rank on you. But see, you niggas leave me no motherfucking choice. So he kind of looking at her like, damn, that's where we at now? And she looking like, yep, you ain't gonna leave me here to get slandered. Have paparazzi and TMZ all over my ass asking about the paternity of my baby. No, sir. So we then see Lana's daughter trying to hatch a dragon egg, and it still hasn't hatched. She done had it for a minute. And the little girl worries that, you know, Prince Reggio ain't gonna want her to stay because she don't have a dragon. Everybody else in their family do got a little dragon. So, of course, she don't want to be shipped out because she already different from her sibling. And Lana was like, you know, you must claim your dragon. Your father would tell you the same thing. And she was like, father ignores me. And she was like, you know, he trying. And I was like, nah, fuck that. Because why he treating her different? Because she ain't got no motherfucking dragon. See, Damon, we're going to have a problem now. Because you're not going to do her. You're not going to do her. Because I bet you she going to be the main one that's going to be a ride or die motherfucker. I bet you she going to know how to fight. I bet you she going to know how to fight. I bet you she going to know how to square up. So we then see Lana go on the rooftop to go talk to her nigga, and she tells him that Damon just sent her a text message letting her know that him and Raynera just had their third son. And he was like, oh, whoop-de-doo, good for them. Why are you fucking telling me this? Like, what the fuck? I don't want to hear that shit. I don't fucking care. Like, you coming up here to ruin my night? Make it make sense, Lana. Make it make sense. She was like, I'm also telling you this because I miss my brother and I want to go to fuck home. I want to be around my family. I want to have my baby in the comfort of my home, sir. And he like, I'm not going back home. I done told you that. We are traveling the world, okay? And she was like, look, I know I'm not who you wanted. And he was like, Lana, like, please don't do this. Because you could tell he do fuck with her. He do care for her. He do love her. Is he like die hard in love with her like he is Raynera? No, but he do love her. He do. He fuck with her. He knows he got a down ass bitch with him. But she was like, no, it's already good. I already made my peace with that. I get it. But, like, I'm here with you. And we got our family. And I need for you to ride with me like I ride with you. So we then see Raynera, Alicent, Viserys, And some of the other council members and the hand, they all at, they mandatory council meeting to find out what's going on in the land, who gonna be running for alderman, who gonna be running for mayor, what's the food storage looking like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody need plumbing, like what's going on in the land. So Raynera and Allison don't agree on whether or not they need to go to war. Cause Allison like, we ain't got the money for that. And Raynera was like, nah, these motherfuckers keep on playing with us. We should have been on their necks. So Viserys like, let's just talk about this another day. I'm old, I'm rickety, I ain't got time for this shit. I'm hungry, I want to go lay down. But Raynera was like, look, I got something I want to say. So she ends up apologizing to Allison for, any tension they had through the years. And she proposes that Viserys marries Helena, and that if Syrax births any more eggs, their second born child, Aemon, can have his choice at, whichever one he wants. So Viserys like, that's a great compromise. I think that's a great proposal. Let's do it. Like, thank you, daughter, for being the bigger person, stepping up to the plate. And Allison looking like, man, fuck her proposal. That's why your motherfucking titties leaking, bitch. So Raynera looked down like, oh shit. She cover up her little titties. But Allison like, I don't buy that shit. And she refuses to agree. She don't give a fuck what Viserys talking about. So they go back upstairs so he can go lay down for the night. And the hand come in and try to resign from his job. And I'm like, this nigga, him and Sir Kristen talk too motherfucking much. Like, what the fuck is up with these loose lips ass niggas on King's Landing? So the king like, for what? What you want to quit for? What, huh? And he was like, because, my son, embarrassed the family and, it's just not a good look. And Viserys like, he already been fired from the City Watch. Like, that's punishment enough. He was like, nah, no it ain't. There's a shadow over my house. There's a stranger in my house. And Allison like, well, speak, brother, speak. What shadow do thou speak of? So Viserys was like, yeah, you need to tell me what's good. He was like, I can't tell you that. Like, he ain't no snitch. He ain't no snitching ass nigga. He ain't about to do that. So he was like, all right, since you won't tell me what it is, I ain't gonna fire you. Now get the fuck out my face. So the hand was like, well, can I at least escort my son Harwin back to our crib, because he needs to be getting prepared to be the lord of our manor anyway. So Viserys like, bet you can do that. I agree with that. So Allison, of course, is pissed at this point because ain't nothing going her way. So she and Larys end up eating dinner together. I think that was that nigga name. I don't remember. But it's that creepy nigga. It's Sir Harwin brother and the hand's other son. They eat dinner together because, he one of her allies. And she tell him how his father just tried to quit at being the hand. So he was like, all right, I got you. We gonna make this shit pop. We gonna make this shit work. Like, I got you. So we then see him go down to the prison and offers mercy to one of the prisoners and cuts off the prisoner's tongue. Now, I don't know what was the point of cutting off the prisoner's tongue. Maybe it's so they wouldn't be able to tell who the fuck came to them with this idea. That's the only thing I could think of. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know down below in the comment section. So we then see Lana in labor. It's time for her to have her baby. Mind you, they don't even have no son with each other. I think they just got 2 daughters. But unfortunately, she going through exactly what Raynera mama went through, where the baby not coming out, no matter how hard she push. Damon standing outside the room. The doctor come tell him the baby stuck. Ain't nothing else I can do. I mean, I can possibly cut her open. He was like, will my wife survive? And he was like, it's not a good chance that either one of them could survive. Mind you, she over here what the fuck going on. She ain't all fucked up in the head like Raynera mama was when everything was going on. And she was like, I heard about what happened to little sis. I ain't about to go out like that. And I think that he wouldn't have chosen to have her die. I think that he would have chosen to just let her continue to try and have her die from, complications rather than cut her open. I don't see Damon doing it to her, but she was like, fuck that. If I'm about to die, I'm gonna go out the way I want to go out. So she goes outside bloody, holding her stomach, sweating, and she falls to her knees in front of Vagar, her dragon, who was Big Daddy dragon, and was like, Dracarys. And he looking like, girl, don't make me do this. No, girl. Stop playing. I ain't got, no, it's my bedtime. It's dark. Get out my face now, Lana. You playing too much. And she like, nigga, I said Dracarys. Hurry up for these motherfuckers to come out here and kill me. She like, Dracarys. He was like, you sure? And she like, Dracarys. He like, oh. And so he end up flaming her ass up, child, and she ended up dying as soon as Damon come running outside and he see everything that happened. I was like, damn, a real one just died. I fucked with Lana. She was that bitch. She was smart. She was fearless. She was a warrior. She had a mind of her own. She wasn't no punk. She wasn't no pussy. She stood on 10 toes. I fucked her. Rest in peace, Lana. You a real one. And she was a bad bitch. Like, yes. Because only Damon will respect a bad bitch like her anyway. So we then see Sir Harwin say goodbye to Raynera and the boys. It's a real sad goodbye. The oldest boy standing there like, is this nigga my daddy? Because this shit is real sentimental. So he kissed the baby on his forehead. He want to kiss her, but of course he can't in front of the kids. She got tears in her eyes. And so he ended up dipping. And so Jacaerys was like, is that nigga my daddy? Am I a bastard? And she was like, you're a Targaryen. That's all that matters. And he looking like, bitch, you out here trying to get me killed? Ho, you out here lying? Then the next thing we see, Raynera tells Lenore that they're leaving. They getting the fuck out of there. We should have been left. These motherfuckers don't respect me. Everybody talking about me. We dipping. And I'm gonna be nice. You can bring your little boo thing, which I don't even give a fuck. So he excited. He happy. They about to dip. So they leaving to go to Dragonstone, and we see these men in these cloaks watching them. The next thing we see is Harwin bamming on the door in the middle of the night because the house is on fire. His father is locked inside the room, can't get the door open because the door is too hot from the flames. And somebody done set they home on fucking fire. And lo and behold, it's the prisoners that Larys set free. He'd have had his own daddy and brother killed, child, so he could have power. I'm like, you dirty scoundrel, you limp leg bastard, you ain't shit. You going to hell, and I can't wait for your death. Cause who does some shit like that? You bitter motherfucker. You mad cause your brother look better than you? Oh, and can walk better than you. So at the end of the episode, we see Larys tell Alicent what he did, and she was like, I did not ask you to do that. What are you doing? What are you thinking? And he was like, girl, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. And how about now you can write to your daddy? And he could be the hand again, girl. This works in our favor. You mad right now, but trust and believe you're going to reward me when the time is right. Okay, girl? Don't be mad. Don't be salty. Okay, we're good. We're besties. And she's sitting over there shivering because she realized that she done took it too motherfucking far and ain't no turning back now, bitch. And I was like, that's what you get. That's what you motherfucking get, bitch. And now the game has truly started. Truly started. This was a great episode. I give this episode an A+. It was wonderful. Rest in peace to Sir Harwin. Rest in peace to Lana. Two bad motherfuckers in the ground. Now, even the hand, because the hand was a real one. He was a real one. You know, I fucks with him. He was, decent. He was a decent dude or whatever. It's fuck Alicent for life. Fuck Larys for life. I'm team black, not team green. Fuck them motherfuckers. Yeah, that's what I want. I want Team Black to win, even though I know they're going to end up killing each other. But it is what it is at this point. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next review. Bye.